exceptional leaders in challenging times. And talk about challenging times. You know, a health crisis, an economic challenge. What a time to spin Otis Elevator to a public company. But Judy Marks was ready for the challenge. I first got to know Judy in 2017 in July when she came to United Technologies to lead Otis. I was lead director at the time, and we were in the middle of strategic evaluations on what to do with Otis. So it wasn't soon thereafter. Judy was named CEO in 2019, and Otis was spun at the beginning of COVID, April of 2020. Now, it's not like Otis employees can work from home, or at least not many of them. I mean, they're responsible for moving 2 billion people every day in their elevators and their escalators. And that equipment has to be serviced, has to be safe, has to be ready, whether it's in a hospital or a business setting or an industrial setting. So Judy's focus from the start was on community. She'd often remark that Otis is in the life safety business, and that commitment extends to their employees, their customers, to the public itself who ride elevators every day. She and her team quickly partnered with Purdue University to study aspects of airflow to understand the exposure risk to COVID associated with riding on an elevator. So they used science and the study's results to make changes, and change they did quickly, and making passengers more at ease. Judy's focus also extends to education. She not only extended the Scholars Program that's helped employees of Otis earn 5,500 degrees in 60 countries, but she and her team created a corporate social responsibility program called Made to Move Communities to engage students, to leverage their STEM skills, some of them they didn't even know they had, to solve some of the biggest mobility challenges. They provide mentorship, they provide financial grants and volunteer activities to encourage this next generation of problem solvers to embrace engineering. And I've known Judy to be a huge supporter of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And not only as a chair of Paradigm for Parity, where Otis Elevator is one of our brightest stars, but she and her team go a lot further. They created Commitment to Change, a framework to ensure all colleagues feel safe, welcome, and heard, implementing things like independent reviews to eliminate hiring bias and supervisor training to mitigate unconscious bias. They go into communities and give grants to support DEI programs, so it's not just a company thing, it's a community thing. And you can imagine with the number of 2 million customers globally, they operate in a lot of communities. So these are just 3 examples of how Judy and her team are leading in challenging times. And Judy's just 18 months into her tenure as a public company CEO. And personally, I really can't wait to see how they continue to exemplify this exceptional leadership. So congratulations, Judy, on being named CED Distinguished Leader.